Cruel narcissists will go crazy and hang themselves if you successfully do these 8 things. Do you feel like you have to deal with a narcissist's crazy behaviour? Do you really want to give them a taste of their own medicine and make them lose control? I have a treat for you. We're going to talk about 8 things today that will drive a narcissist crazy. These jerks who only care about themselves didn't expect you to act this way so quickly. But wait, before we start, make sure you click that bell and hit that special subscribe button. Because guess what? You don't want to miss the next life-saving thing I'm making myself. But listen to me. There is a catch that I need to make before we start. Please do not even think about these tips if the narc in your life has hurt you or anyone else in the house physically. Calling your local domestic abuse centre right away is the best thing to do. If that's not the case, then get ready for these 8 crazy ideas that will drive a narcissist crazy. Do you want to see their spoiled, cruel egos go up in flames? Let's do this together to make them crazy. If you've been dealing with a narcissist, you may be thinking, what can I do to make them pay for what they do? What can I do to shock them or make them go crazy? To make the narcissist crazy, watch this movie. It shows you 8 things you can do. These responses come out of the blue and are not what the narcissist expects you to do. However, before we begin, please ensure that you subscribe and click the bell icon to be informed when I post new videos. Happy to have you on my show if you're new. There is one thing I do want to say though. Please don't follow the advice in this movie if the narcissistic person in your life has hurt you or someone in your home physically. Calling your local centre for domestic abuse would be the best thing to do. But if that's not the case, here are 8 things you can do to completely destroy the victim of a privileged, cruel narcissist. Number 1. Turn down the Hoover. If you've ever been in a bad relationship, you know how scary the discard stage and the Hoover stage can be. The narcissist tries to get you back into their controlling grip at the Hoover, only to treat you badly later. It's possible that this has happened more than once before. If you want to get back at the narcissist, though, turning down their Hoover can drive them crazy. They have been getting away with their bad behaviour up until now, but a refused Hoover throws off their whole plan. Once they've given you or their new source the scary quiet treatment, they will try to grab you again for their own emotional supply. A lot of people think this is a real sign of regret and a desire to fix the relationship, but it's really just another sneaky way for the narcissist to trap you in their circle. However, here's the thing. Turning down their Hoover is a complete surprise that drives them crazy. Why would you say no to their offer? Games and tricks of the mind no longer work on you, and you're not falling for their fake regret. You're not refusing the Hoover to teach them a lesson or get them to change. You're doing it to show that you've moved on from their emotional problems. 2. Refusing to use triangulation. A narcissist's best way to get control is to make the person they want to control feel unattractive and unwanted. This strategy is usually used when they are unhappy with the way things are in the relationship, have found a new source of supply, or have successfully gotten back into the picture. They might try to hold on to you by telling you that things aren't going well, or that they have found someone else. They might even make up a bad story about how they wanted to break up with their new partner but couldn't. In this phase, called triangulation, you try to get their attention and love by changing how you look or act in embarrassing ways to make yourself more appealing to them. But, as I've said in other videos, a narcissist doesn't care about how you look, how much money you make, or how much schooling you have. No matter how much you change your body, it will never be enough to win their love or keep them only interested in you. If you find out that the narcissist is looking for someone else, or is already having an affair, the best thing you can do is refuse to be triangulated and leave. They can move on to their next source now that the game is over, and you can leave with grace. This refusal takes away their power, which makes them crazy as they realize they no longer have control over you. 3. Stop letting your emotions get weak. People who are abused by narcissists often make the mistake of believing that the narcissist really cares about their feelings and is sorry for what they did. Because of this, the targets become emotionally weak and tell the narcissist all of their deepest fears, hurts, and failures. But the narcissist is getting this information for themselves through cognitive empathy, and they don't know it. Instead of really feeling what the other person is feeling, they use their weaknesses and hurts to get better at abusing them. They go after the areas they know will hurt the most because the person they are hurting told them about their weaknesses. It's even worse that being emotionally open all the time makes it easier for the narcissist to take you back. They know that when they storm out of the room during a fight, they can use the information you gave them to make the best vacuum. As we talked about in number 1, this is why it's so important to turn down their sniffer. When you do that, you take away their power and let them know that their tricks no longer affect how you feel. 4. Hold on to your clarity. If you want to get close to a narcissist, you might need to keep your cool. Don't let the way they try to trick you break you down. To stay in charge of you, they'll do anything, even change your feelings and memories. It might seem nice to use love bombing and cognitive empathy, but they're all just tricks to keep you from thinking for yourself. Nasty people are afraid that you'll remember life before they came along, and being independent makes them crazy. Having a trusted friend or family member and a journal can help you figure out how to get through the narcissist's web of lies. You can stop the narcissist from changing your reality and making you doubt your own gut feelings with these tools. Narcissists hate it when you stick to your own truth, and they'll do anything to break you down. Keeping your sense of truth, on the other hand, is a strong way to fight back against their tricks. The 5th one, tell them the truth. One way to get under the narcissist's skin is to let them know that you are aware of how they are manipulating you. You can start by showing them text messages or stories about narcissism that show they have done something wrong. You could even hire a news source to tell you about the narcissist's bad behaviour. But these are only the first steps. There is a different way to really let the narcissist know that you are watching them. You no longer have to show proof that they lied, cheated, or gaslighted you. That has already been proven. Instead, you show by what you do that you know what they really are. They can't talk about the same things over and over or pull you into their selfish vortex. If someone brings up the past to distract you from their own behaviour or to get you to help them trick you, just walk away. Or you could just say whatever to show that their actions don't bother you anymore. It's time to let your deeds speak for themselves instead of telling them you're on to them. 6th place, don't believe what they say. Get ready for a narcissist to openly attack you. They will talk badly about you, calling you dull, useless, and unwanted. And the whole time, they will expect you to be thankful that they are still there. This kind of abuse can be bad for your mental health if you start to believe what they say. But there is a way to get back at the narcissist. You should stay away from them when they start yelling at you. Don't show any feeling, don't cry, and don't beg. You can even leave the room in the middle of a sentence if you want to be polite. This out-of-the-blue behaviour will throw the narcissist off and make them very angry. Yes, they will probably keep insulting you verbally to see what you will do. Don't give in to their pressure, though. Don't take their mean words personally, and don't let them feel good about making you angry. Narcissists can use it like jiu-jitsu. When they lose their grip because of the sudden turn of events, you'll know you've really won. 7th number, do not talk to them. Narcissists need praise and attention like they need air. They need to hear positive things about themselves all the time to feel good about themselves. They will also take the energy from anyone who gets in their way to keep their fire going. For them, bad attention is like catnip. They get a lot of pleasure from it and use the trauma bond it makes to keep you hooked. Narcissists, on the other hand, hear a lot in silence. Their weak spot is indifference. They'd rather you be mean to them than nothing at all. They can't stand being ignored or not seen, especially by people they want to eat. It won't work with grey rock. The only choice is to completely avoid them and cut them off. Extremely limited touch is the best way to deal with a narcissist if you have kids or work with them. If not, you should act like they don't exist by stopping them, changing your email, and turning down their Hoovers. They'll get angry about not being noticed, but it's not meant to punish them or teach them a lesson. It's to keep yourself safe. Narcissists will make you pay for things they think were done to hurt you, so don't let them. 8th number, change things around. When they're with someone, narcissists have all the power. To stand up to them, we might think we have to yell, argue, or tell everyone about their bad behaviour. But staying with them will only boost their pride and make them more likely to abuse us. These are the first 7 steps we need to take to really take a stand. Narcissists hate change, especially when they can't make it happen. We stay angry and frustrated when we stay in a bad relationship. The only way out is to shake things up. No amount of proof or confrontation will change the fact that we are still here. So, it's important to break the trend and make things interesting. It doesn't matter if they get mad or say they're not guilty. Just going against what they expect is enough to make them crazy. The main goal is not to make them crazy, but to set ourselves free from their rule. The 9th one, stop them. A narcissist's worst fear is losing a source of fuel. However, trying to trick them, fight with them, or even damage their things will only make them more competitive. We look like the crazy ones, while they keep playing their mind games without getting caught. You can only get back in control if you put your health first and end the bad situation. For a narcissist, walking away is the worst thing that can happen because it shows that they no longer have power over us. It's the best way to get back at them, and it will drive them crazy. We may feel guilty or sorry for ourselves when we leave, but that's just the narcissist's voice in our heads. With their stream of other sources, they'll be fine. We're going to stay alive, not to get back at them or be angry. We will destroy ourselves if we stay with a narcissist. We have to make the choice to stay away from people and break the loop. Check out the links in the description below if you like this information and want to learn more about how to heal. I can help you along your journey through teaching and programs. You can find out more by going to my website. To make sure you keep seeing my movies in your feed, don't forget to like and subscribe. That's the end of today's movie. Glad you came and watched all the way through. Take care until next time.